Havoc number 2 for my 3 shoutouts. This is for you. Some more about fighting. Alright. So for you on Instagram, my hands are bound. And we're going to do the refresher course first. As you always know, first and foremost, if you haven't had any martial arts training, and even if you had, I do not recommend that you try this at home. Alright. Now, to the 3 people I need to shout out to, let's do this one more time. My first shout out is to my homie here on Instagram. MO1ST_K1D. Then, my other shout out to my bro, Mario, who is also here on YouTube and Instagram. And then my shout out to Donna Crazy Legs from TikTok and China Doll from TikTok. And let me thank all of you all here on Instagram and YouTube for joining me and giving me time to go through your life and show you some martial arts. Alright? You don't always have to agree with me, but I'm going to show you what I do. This is what makes me happy, being in front of the camera. Now, am I always good at it? Probably not. So, we're going to go through some bound stuff. I'm probably going to throw a little bit of capoeira in here with less aggressive stuff. And then I may make a bonus video about martial arts just because I'm out here and before I lose light. So I'll make this as sweet as possible. First and foremost, you must know your blocks. High right, medium right, low right. High right, medium with knee right, low right. High left, medium left, low left. High left, medium left with knee, low left. Now before you ask, let me explain the knee. If you do not have Thai fighting or kickboxing experience, then this is definitely for you. A lot of Thai fighters throw mid-range kicks, like that. A lot of kickboxers do Taekwondo kicks, pop out, and it's in that same area where you see me doing this. So you can take it on the femur, or you can take it in the gut, or if they're going for a foot sweep, you lift the leg so that they go right past you. And then you can retaliate with that leg, or you can retaliate with the other leg. Again, not having a training partner makes me doing these videos exceptionally horrible. Right? So, when you don't have a training partner, you go with what you know. Alright. So, in the events that you have to fight, your hands are bound, you need to have the ability to make both of your hands one weapon. In the event that you suck at fighting, the tree technique is always there for you to learn. There's a video called the pole or tree technique on my channel. Go look for it. Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Please like it. Please subscribe. I will do another one. I did one for TikTok. It was a little bit more. So when I get the chance between tonight and the weekend, I will go to the woods and put my little Spider-Man phone thing down and do one for Instagram. Alright? YouTube already has me doing this shit in the park. Quite a different few places. TikTok has me doing it. It's only like 60 seconds, so there's not a whole lot of explaining that can be done in 60 seconds. As you see, I like to talk, especially when it comes to martial arts. Martial arts is my life. It is my thing. It is who I am. It is what I am. I'm going to kick somebody's ass because they put the pooper scooper the wrong way into the water. Sorry, that was not a random thought. That literally is right there. You guys can't see it, so let me make it easier for you. That end is not supposed to be in the water. That's the end your hand grabs. And somehow something went wrong on my YouTube channel. Alright. See, that is the butt end. And the other end is in... Ah, crap. It's in the water. So, now you see what's going on in my life. Alright. Now let's get back to what I was supposed to be doing before I was completely and totally distracted by a poopy scooper. And I just lost Instagram again. And Instagram is back. Okay. So, as this is your refresher course, this is course of purpose, action, and how to fight bound. And if you are not a good fighter, we go through the not a good fighter part first. So when you are not a good fighter, you need to position yourself in the ability to escape. Understand? I always suggest first outside to inside crescent kicks because it puts you in perfect position to execute an exit strategy. Remember that. Execute your exit strategy. So if they're on this side, you're going to put them on this side with the outside to inside crescent kick. Understand where you land is in the direction that you need to run. So he's coming this way. Boom! Now, I'm shifting, and I'm going that way. All right? Same concept if he's coming from the right. Outside to inside crescent kick. Boom! Now I've set myself in a position where I can run this way and get away from my opponent. Now let's say I'm overzealous and I think that I'm a badass. This is where you use the inside to outside crescent kick so that I can engage with my opponent, even though that would probably be the stupidest thing that I could probably do because my hands are bound. Alright? So inside to outside crescent kick, he's coming right at me forwardly. Boom! I set him right here. I set him right there, and if that kick didn't knock him out, now I need to engage. Boom! Alright? Now, inside to outside crescent kick, going to the right. Ready? It's coming at me. Boom! I set him right here. I'm in a position to continue the engagement. Now again, my hands are bound. So it's not giving me a lot of choice. So he's landed. Boom! I need to strike. Now the right hand was closer, but if I'm going for a knockout, I need to use the left hand because that's going to bring the power and the gravity. This would basically be like a bitch smack. You don't want to do that because your hands are tired. You want to hit this person with bad intentions, but not as hard as you can. But hard enough to let the son bitch know that he's been hit. Alright? And from there, if you punch him this way and do nothing versus punch him this way and do something, you have the option of bringing a knee to the face, and I lost Instagram live again. So you have the option, and Instagram's back. You have the option of putting your knee to him after you punch him. No. And you want to punch him this way. You want to punch him down because you'll have gravity. And since your hands are tied, if you're punching him down, you have a better shot than trying to punch him with the other hand that's closest to him because there'll be no power. It'll be like him swatting a fly. Alright? Now again, the shit that works, especially if you're not a good fighter, the shit that works is the outside to inside crescent kick because it puts you in the position to escape. Understand? This here, bow, he's there. You shift your hips and you're going in the opposite direction. Again, outside to inside crescent kick from the right now. Now I shift my hips, I can run away. You wanna fight with your hands tied, I don't recommend it, but if you want to be that bold idiot, knock yourself out. Use the inside to outside crescent kick. Again, it will put you in a position to deliver, but it also puts you in the position to get your ass kicked. So, you don't want to get in a position to put your ass in a dangerous spot when your hands are tied up. Understand that. So, you want to fight him. You're going to do inside to outside crescent kick, left leg. Boom. You've set him here, and you're here. So, he's here. If he doesn't recover, you're good. If he recovers, well, that's what you wanted. So, you pretty much chose to engage this motherfucker versus, bang. Now, I can go. Because you're not going to kick this guy like you're kicking a child or a football. You're going to try to kick this guy's fucking head off. Now, let me explain that because a lot of people are going to say, but James, how come when we punch people, you don't hit them as hard as you can, but when you kick them, you try to kick them as hard as you can? Okay, rule number one. Your hands are a lot easier to break than your foot. Okay? Unless you have like brittle bone syndrome, your hands are a hell of a lot easier to break than your foot. Plus, 9 times out of 10, I ain't met a person today, except for maybe Eric Chin, who will spar out in the open with their shoes off. Now, as far as fighting out in the open with your shoes off, you let me know when you meet somebody who's going to quai-chain cane the shit out of somebody and kick off their loafers and say, hold on, let me kick off my loafers so that we can actually get into actual combat. Fuck that shit. If I'm wearing Nikes, you're going to be reading my Nikes. If I'm wearing Pumas, you're going to be reading my Pumas. And if I have to hit you with those Pumas and then you read me running away, that's going to live the I fight another day. If I got to be an asshat, try to show off, be a badass, which I'm not, I'm going to do this one. I'm going to hit you with an inside to outside crescent kick and I'm going to engage in battle with you because I'm a dumbass. Alright? So, inside to outside crescent kick. Boom! I set him right here. I can engage. It is not recommended. If I'm a horrible ass fighter, that is the last thing that I want to do. Versus outside to inside crescent kick. Bam. He's over here. He's behind me. He's far enough away from me. When I shift my hips, I should be out. As soon as I land that kick on his face, as soon as I hit him, boom. My plan is to go. When my foot hits that ground, I'm in motion. But again, unless this guy recovers like a flash and grabs you, then your escape route is clear. Now, in the event that he grabs you, I have long hair, so he'll pull me back. I have an elbow. I'm going to use it. If he's taller than me and he jerks me in the air, I have options. I have a foot. I'm going to use it. I'm going to do what I got to do to survive that shit. But if I'm a horrible fighter, I'm in deep shit. Okay? So I want to end this video there. Rule number 1. If you are a horrible fighter and your hands are tied up, do not engage the enemy unless you absolutely positively have no freaking choice. But I gave you your choices. Outside to inside crescent kicks. One more from the left. Boom. He's here. Shift your hips. You're running to your right. Same thing. Boom. He's here. Shift your hips. You're running to your left. It's not that difficult. It's a common sense denominator. And it's much better that a good run is better than a bad stand any day of the week. So, before we go, because it needs to be done. Alright. This is not something that does wonders for my ass. My hands are behind my back now. Alright. So, your first and immediate option, watch carefully. Your first and immediate option, your hands are tied behind your back, so you have no choice but to engage. Then this is how you engage. Front push kick, outside to inside crescent kick. Boom! Now, the reason why is that it still puts you in a position that you can run away. Now, immediately, if you don't have to do that, then your first engagement should be run the hell away. Like so. Because your hands are tied. It's not impossible for you to run with your hands tied. Might be a little bit impossible for you to fight if you don't have the proper training. It might be impossible for you to fight if you do have the proper training. So it's kind of a double-edged sword either way. But your best escape vector, and trust me when I tell you, this is your best play of option. I'm going to do an inside to outside crescent kick from the right now. Boom. Now, I can engage. Fuck that shit. I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge. Let's see that one more time from the right. Outside to inside crescent kick. Bam! And he's over there. Shift my hips, I'm out. It's a whole lot easier to do that than to try to do what this is going to be. Ready? We're going to engage now. Let me get it from this way so that I'll be facing you. Kind of facing you. Outside to inside crescent kick. Boom! Now I'm here. He's right here. Boom! If necessary, yes. But because of the position that I'm in and where I place the enemy, not necessary. Book it. It's a whole lot better for you to book it than to try to hook it. Okay? One more time. Outside to inside crescent kick from the left. I'm going to put him somewhere over there. You will see, unless you're on Instagram, because the video just paused. So, here we go. Outside to inside. Boom. Now, he's behind me. I can engage, or I can break camp. I advise you to break camp. It's a whole lot easier to run away and live to fight another day than to try and do some crazy off-the-wall shit that you are not fully capable of doing. That being said, this is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Grass all over the place. Bad poopy scooper. Be seeing